All right, so we're just going to let both your videos play through here so you can see what we're working with. And then front view. And then if we kind of get those synced up. All right, so if we start with the front, or I'm sorry, the side view. Okay. Like we talked about at the end of a session, and it's the set position. Right now, we can see that clearly your weight is either perfectly 50-50, or because of the slope of the mound that starts here, making this foot slightly lower than this foot, our weight may be slightly more on our front leg. And this is going to be hopefully what's very eye-opening for you here, is to understand that every single year you play this game from here on out, the base runners are getting significantly smarter. And the base runners are going to be able to start taking and stealing bases on their own without having to only have the steal sign on by their coach. And you, in this set position, are a perfect candidate to just steal bags at will. And it's because the base runner doesn't have to even look at your feet to know when they can start to take the bag. All they have to do is just watch your body, and once they see it start to rock backwards, they can take off because they know right after you rock backwards, your leg's coming up off the ground. So watch this. There's your body shifting back, and now your foot's off the ground. Shifting back, now the foot's off the ground. Why are we shifting back? Because we got to get enough weight back above this leg to be able to get this leg completely off the ground. Okay? So, if we don't want guys to be able to see and pick this up, that you got to shift weight back before you even start to lift that leg, we have to start with more weight on the back leg than the front leg. You can't have both knees bent. Only the back knee is bent. Front knee straight. And look what happens as you shift that weight back. What's that front leg start to do a little bit? It's starting to straighten out. We need it fully straightened out. When we come set, back knees slightly bent, body weight over the back knee. After that, though, we'll see that our body at the top of the leg lift is not wanting to go anywhere. We lift this leg up, we kind of do a little hunch down, and then now watch where your chest is going to go. It's going to start to lean towards us. Just a little bit. And when it does that right there, we're stagnant. We're still. We're not moving. We need to be going to our target already. Because like we talked about, from the time your heel comes off the ground, or better yet for you, as soon as your body starts to shift back like this, you have 1.35 seconds to get that ball to that catcher. And we're wasting a whole lot of it by lifting this leg up and not going anywhere, still not going anywhere, still not going to the target, still haven't gained ground to the target. All right, does this make sense? We're raising this leg up, and that base runner is just going. Yet, we have not gotten our body any closer to the target. So therefore, we are no closer to getting this ball out of our hands than we were when we first started to raise that leg up. Okay. After that, though, we can see that the glove works its way into a strong position. We got good glove curling here action of the glove finish. That's good glove action right there of finishing that glove, letting the body go to the glove, not the glove to the body. That's what we're looking for right there. Okay, we got good scap load of those elbows going back together, pinching that shoulder blade. We got good that going. Okay. We got good timing of the back knee beginning to rotate inwards during that scap load process. See that knee starting to rotate during that scap load process. We can also see during that process this front knee and front foot wanting to begin to rotate open. Okay, but we'll see in the front view that we don't quite get it enough, but it's close. We're getting it almost rotated. That front leg as those elbows are pinching together, as we're loading that scap up, as we're swiveling that glove finished. Okay, but then boom, now we're in the front foot strike. Get you in the front foot strike over here. Boom. Okay. Belt buckle wants to go. The knee went. The foot has not gone yet. This foot has not gone yet. This knee has not gone yet. Once this foot goes, this foot will go, this knee will go. And we need this knee to have gone. We need this foot to have gone. So we need this foot to go. Okay? And what I mean by that is watch these next few frames what this back foot's going to do. Boom. That's its drive and rotation. We need that to occur. Then the foot hit the ground. Your foot's hitting the ground, then it's occurring. We need it to occur, and then the foot hit the ground. We want our foot to be in this position. It's rotated. We're driving through our big toe. We got to drive through that big toe. Boom. Now the foot lands. So the foot would be, instead of the foot directly underneath the knee, the foot's more here. Our heel is like right here. And our toe is right here. And our shin is going this way now. We're going to get more drive, more energy, more power. Because now that knee is not, and the foot is not all the way rotated, now it's going to have to rotate as we throw, and we lose power during that motion right there. We lose power, and we're going to lose a little bit of our command because our head continues to move a little extra with it, as opposed to it not having to go out towards first base to get that knee out towards first base to get it in line. Okay, but everything else pretty darn solid. Okay, and we can see then, because this knee had to get out of the way, the backside just doesn't have the ability to get all the way through. You can see that's why that kind of that pop-in motion right there occurs. That pop-in motion right there is occurring because the backside is just really wants to get out in front, and it's just kind of struggling sometimes. So we just got to have a better set position, and just from this moment right here, get those hips starting to go. Get those hips starting to go. Get those hips starting to go. If we pull up some guys here, they're not necessarily going to be in slow motion, but just watch. Oh, yeah, Haters is going to stabilize, but look how he's going to be gaining ground, gaining ground, gaining ground, gaining ground, gaining ground that whole time, gaining this momentum to come through. Oops. See how his hips are already starting to go forward during the top of that leg lift? So that way we have this momentum going, and we can get things rotated better at front foot strike. Excuse me. All right. An obvious hyper example of that would be good old Timmy. Hips are going forward, hips are going forward, hips are going forward that whole time during the leg up and down. So when it hits, boom, we're a lot more turned over at front foot strike. So those hips are already starting to go to the target. That weight's back. Leg up. Start driving those hips forward. We don't have time to waste. We got to create as much energy as we can in under 1.5 seconds. Watching, hips are going to start to go. Hips are going, hips are going, hips are going, gaining that momentum. So boom, at foot strike, the foot's here. Just like you're getting, but you're getting it. There's your foot strike compared to this foot strike. Okay, upper body is very similar. But we can just see your lower body doesn't mirror this lower body until we get there. So we just got to get that lower body rotating just a little bit more before that front foot strike. And it's going to be easier to get that little extra rotation if our body has some momentum taking us down that mound before that leg lift gets to the top.